For people who keep a few chickens, then using the local veterinarian to euthanize an animal is probably very practical. The local veterinarian will use an overdose of barbiturate to put the animal to sleep, just like they do with a pet cat or dog. But where people keep dozens or hundreds of chickens, this probably isn't practical. So it would be important in those kind of cases that people know how to cull a chicken themselves. Emergency killing of poultry are often methods that are simple and quick to use, and ones that use little equipment are often quite popular so that you don't have to be carrying lots of tools around with you. The most common one is manual cervical dislocation, and this method dislocates the neck from the brainstem and also stretches the carotid arteries and therefore reduces blood flow to the brain and therefore killing the bird. The advantage of this method is, as I said, it requires no equipment. You're just using your hands to kill the bird, so the method is always with you. So if you find a bird far off down in a field that's poorly, then you can dispatch it quickly. The disadvantages of this method are that loss of consciousness is not instantaneous, so there can be a brief period of up to a few seconds where the bird may still be conscious, and that is likely to cause suffering. Another method of emergency killing is mechanical cervical dislocation, and it works very much in a similar manner to the manual method I've mentioned earlier, but you use a tool to aid you in the cervical dislocation process, such as a killing cone or broom handle. Another method of culling is to give a percussive blow to the back of the head, much like when people stun fish that they've caught. You have to be very careful with this method because it requires very careful aim and it needs a great deal of force in order to ensure that the bird loses consciousness quickly. Another method of delivering a percussive blow to the head is to use a captive bolt device. There are a couple of different tools on the market. One of them is the turkey euthanasia device. This uses cartridges of compressed air to force the bolt out at a very rapid rate to deliver a blow to the head, and this sends shockwaves through the brain and renders the bird unconscious or actually kills it outright. Another method is the cache poultry killer that I have in my hands here. Now this is similar to the method I just described. It delivers a very rapid blow to the head using a knocker that's behind this red sheath here. But in this case, you need to put in gunpowder cartridges into the unit, and then you cock it back here and you fire by pushing the button. So again, this is very rapid, but the disadvantage to this system is that this is very heavy, so you wouldn't really want to be carrying it around on your belt all day. It's also quite expensive, and for every bird that you kill, you need to unscrew the device and load a cartridge, screw it back together and deliver the blow. So it can be quite slow as well. Some people use pliers or sheep castration devices called birdizzos to kill poultry. These methods actually should not be used because, contrary to popular belief, they don't actually dislocate the neck of the bird, but they end up killing the bird by asphyxiation because they crush the windpipe. Within Europe, these kind of methods are actually banned from being used.